People often ask me, is it even worth changing anything at my age? And I always say, not only is it worth it, it's essential. Your body has carried you through a lifetime, and it still deserves your care. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's how your brain and body heal every night. And today I want to share some gentle, proven tips that can truly make a difference. Not theories, real things that have worked for the people I've helped. One of the first things I talk about with older adults is the actual time they go to bed. It might not seem like a big deal at first, but going to bed too late can quietly take a toll on your body. Especially after 70, your internal clock, what we call the circadian rhythm, becomes more sensitive. If you're staying up past 11 p.m. regularly, your brain might not produce enough melatonin, which means you're not getting the deep healing sleep your body needs. That can lead to grogginess in the morning, forgetfulness, even higher blood pressure and blood sugar, and sometimes you don't even realize it's connected to sleep. I remember one of my patients. His name was Henry. He was 74, from Boise, Idaho. He used to fall asleep in his recliner watching TV, usually around midnight. He'd wake up groggy, nap during the day, and then struggle again at night. It became a frustrating cycle. When we finally talked, he told me, "I thought that was just part of aging." But it wasn't. We made one simple change. He started turning off the TV by 9:30 and reading a few pages of a book in bed. It took a couple of weeks, but slowly, he started waking up feeling rested for the first time in years. What often helps is gently shifting your bedtime earlier. Start by going to bed just 15 minutes earlier each night until you're consistently heading to sleep between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. That window is often best for your body's natural rhythm at this stage of life. You don't have to change everything at once. Even small steps toward better rest can open the door to better mornings. Think of sleep like your body's nightly tune-up. You deserve one that actually works. Another thing I often bring up is how much light you're getting in the morning. You might not realize it, but your body is constantly taking cues from light, and after 60 your eyes become less sensitive to it. That means your brain might not be getting the clear wake-up signal it needs in the morning. Without that signal, your internal clock gets confused, which can make it harder to fall asleep later. It's like trying to set a timer without ever pressing the start button, and if your rhythm is off, everything from your energy levels to your mood and memory can be affected. I think of a woman named Linda, 69, from Sarasota, Florida. She told me she'd wake up groggy and couldn't fall asleep at night, even though she felt tired all day. When I asked about her mornings, she said she mostly stayed indoors and kept the curtains drawn. We made a small change. She started having her morning coffee outside, even just for 10 or 15 minutes. Within a week, she noticed a difference. She felt more alert during the day, and her nighttime rest improved without any pills or supplements. One of the simplest ways to reset your rhythm is to get direct sunlight in the morning, ideally within an hour of waking up. You don't need to go on a walk or do anything fancy. Just sit by a sunny window or step out onto your porch, breathe slowly and let the light touch your face. Your body's clock is like a garden. It needs light to grow in the right direction. And giving it that light each day is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. Something else I gently ask about is whether you're napping during the day, and for how long. It's natural to feel sleepy after lunch, especially as we age, but long naps in the afternoon can actually make it harder to fall asleep at night. Your body starts to rely on those daytime doses instead of building up the natural sleep pressure it needs to sleep deeply after dark. The result? Lighter, more interrupted sleep and a feeling of fatigue that never quite goes away, even after a full night in bed. I remember Bill, 78, from Akron, Ohio. His wife brought him in because he kept falling asleep in his chair every afternoon, then waking up at 3 a.m., unable to get back to sleep. He felt tired all the time and said, "It's like my body doesn't know what to do anymore." Together we tried something simple. He began setting an alarm for a short rest, no more than 20 minutes, and only before 2 p.m. It wasn't easy at first, but over a few weeks his nighttime sleep became deeper, and he started waking up more refreshed. The early morning wake-ups became rare. One of the best ways to protect your sleep is to avoid long or late naps. If you do need to rest during the day, try to keep it short, 15 to 20 minutes, and always before mid-afternoon. Think of your sleep like a campfire. If you use up all your firewood during the day, you won't have much left to keep you warm at night. Your energy is precious, and saving it for when you truly need it helps your whole body recharge. I also like to ask what your evenings look like, because how you wind down really matters. As we get older, our bodies don't switch into sleep mode as easily as they used to. Without some kind of evening routine, your mind might still be racing when your head hits the pillow. That's especially true if you've been watching the news, using your phone, or doing chores right up until bedtime. Your brain needs a gentle signal that the day is ending, something steady and calming, or it might stay alert long into the night. I once worked with Sarah, 72, from Waco, Texas. She told me her evenings were full of phone calls, TV shows, and catching up on emails. By the time she got to bed, she felt anxious and wide awake. Her daughter bought her a little bedside lamp and a book of poetry. We created a new routine. She'd dim the lights at 9, listen to quiet music, and read. Just one page. It wasn't about forcing sleep. It was about telling her body softly that it was safe to let go. After a couple of weeks, she said, "I'm finally falling asleep without feeling like I'm fighting myself." One of the easiest ways to help your sleep is to create a simple bedtime ritual. Maybe turning off screens an hour before bed, sipping warm tea or listening to soft music in low light. Think of it like tucking in a child, except this time it's you. You deserve the same care and comfort to gently close the day and rest easy through the night. Something I always bring up, and it's not easy, is what your thoughts are doing when the lights go out. For many older adults, nighttime is when the mind starts racing. Worries about health, money, family, or memories of loss can feel louder in the quiet. And after 70, the part of the brain that handles emotional regulation becomes more sensitive. That means stress feels heavier, and even small worries can make it hard to relax. When your brain stays alert, your body can't fully rest. And it creates a cycle of restless nights and tired days. I remember Tom, a 75-year-old widower from Des Moines. He told me he dreaded bedtime. "It's when the silence starts shouting," he said. Every night he'd lie in bed with thoughts spinning. What if I forget something? What if I don't wake up? It broke my heart. We didn't fix everything overnight, but we started with something simple, a small notebook by the bed. Every evening, Tom would write down 3 things he was thankful for, even small ones like a warm meal or a call from his granddaughter. Over time, those thoughts became his last ones before sleep, and the silence became softer. One gentle practice that often helps is writing a short gratitude list before bed. Just a few lines, no pressure, no rules, to shift your mind toward peace, not fear. Your mind is a garden, too, and planting small seeds of comfort at night can grow into more restful sleep. You deserve thoughts that hold you, not chase you, even in the dark. If any of these tips felt helpful, I'd truly love to hear which one spoke to you most. Just leave a comment below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to feel a little less alone. And if you'd like more gentle, practical advice like this, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. Most of all, remember, you are not alone. You are stronger than you think, and life keeps going. Especially when you choose to walk alongside it.